So you're in the process of writing your work in progress. You've got a great short story or novel in process, and all of a sudden you're overcome with this strong sense of crippling self-doubt. You can't write. You feel like you're a fraud. This isn't what you signed up for. What the heck are you gonna do? Hi, I'm indie author and vlogger Garrett K. Jones, and on this month's segment of Creator's Corner, we're discussing the dreaded imposter syndrome. Hey, happy weekend. Last week was an extra special episode, what with it being my 50th vlog and all. It was super awesome to have Karma Marie and John Harrison doing a joint interview for author awareness. If you want to check out that video, just wait for the link card to pop up. There it is. So today, I'm giving a brief update about where I'm at with the writing in book 5 before getting into Creator's Corner. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to click that bell for notifications on new videos. You can select notices for all videos, or you can be more selective about your preferences for something more specific. Okay, so update. This past weekend I finished writing chapter 26. Nothing spectacular, but, well, actually wait, it was pretty fantastic, because it features this epic animalistic fight between a dragon and an ice demon. So currently the manuscript sits at 353 pages and 207,372 words, including chapter headings. My goal is to have the writing of the manuscript finished before Christmas. Here's hoping. So today we're talking about the imposter syndrome. This is a mental condition marked by serious self-doubt, depression, and a sense of failure. It's a psychological pattern where an individual doubts their accomplishments, regardless of how good they are, and has a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as a quote-unquote fraud. Today we are going to briefly look at symptoms, as well as looking at a few examples of what can be done to mitigate and hopefully overcome these feelings of crippling self-doubt. So let's take a look at the symptoms first. I believe the best way to overcome an obstacle is to fully understand it. From my own experiences, I found that when I've been afraid of something, usually monsters in the dark fueled by my own overactive imagination, the more I immersed myself in the content and better understood it, the more I felt equipped to deal with it and alleviate those fears. So right off the bat, some of the symptoms that accompany imposter syndrome include anxiety, stress, and depression, which are some of the same symptoms that accompany panic attacks. There's actually a cycle that kicks in, the imposter cycle, which typically is achievement-oriented. It starts with a task or goal that feels impossible to achieve. A lot of people think that it's impossible to write a book, for example, because of how long it can take and how difficult it might be to get published. And believe me, it is challenging. This gives way to either over-preparation or procrastination. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure book from hell, and it ends with a feeling of failure. So let's see what happens if someone over-prepares. Usually in this case, hard work equals a successful outcome. Pretty simple. However, if someone procrastinates, they usually feel frantic and panicked and get the task done with a very brief feeling of accomplishment, which is followed by discounting any and all positive feedback. And regardless of which route is taken, either mechanism leaves the individual feeling as if it's not hard work or blind luck that they were successful, it's something else, and that they don't have any true personal ability to do whatever it was that they were doing. In this case, we're talking about writing. Positive feedback in these situations has no effect, and this endless cycle of faking it till you make it keeps repeating itself.
There's this parish priest, goes up to the Pope, drops down on his knees, starts weeping, asking forgiveness. Holy Father, what am I to do? What am I to do? I do not believe in God anymore. What am I to do? You know what the Pope said? Fake it. I couldn't fake it anymore.
The cycle perpetuates itself, feeding the perceived fraudulence, which then feeds the self-doubt, which feeds the depression, which feeds the anxiety and fear of being found out. It's the infinite feedback loop from hell. So let's break the cycle. There are a few ways to manage and mitigate these feelings when they creep up. One of the first things is to remove self-doubt from the equation. Before starting a task or activity, tell yourself you can do this. It's not an easy feat, but with practice, you build up the self-confidence. Another tactic is to set yourself a goal, something that can be easily accomplished with a little bit of time and patience, like getting a degree or certification that you have earned, identifying your personal strengths in a particular field, or learning how to accept and believe compliments. If nothing else, seeing a therapist or counselor can be a great way to help build the tools for overcoming the imposter syndrome. Now, I want to be clear. Not everyone who experiences this will do it the same way or at the same levels. But it can be good to talk with someone else. This is where joining a writing group, if you're a writer, can be the most rewarding because you'll be able to get suggestions and advice from people who understand and know what you're experiencing. If you're on Twitter, the hashtag writingcommunity is a great way to connect and receive some really honest and open encouragement. In fact, part of why I do these vlogs isn't for my own benefit. The interviews I do and the writing tips I provide are meant to help the writing community at large, and the same can be said for the podcast that I do every Monday. If you have questions and comments about self-doubt and the imposter syndrome as a writer, feel free to leave a comment on this video. Hey, thanks for watching this month's Creators Corner segment. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while now, so I'm glad that I've been able to do it. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please consider becoming a supporter by going to patreon.com/GKJpublishing. I have 3 support tiers ranging from $1 a month to $5 a month. Each support tier provides 24 hours early access to the vlogs before they go live on YouTube, plus they come with their own sweet perks. If the vlogs aren't enough for you in the general sense, or this segment of Creators Corner isn't enough for you in the specific sense, please check out my podcast, also called Creators Corner, which can be found on Anchor.fm, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, to name a few platforms. New episodes come out every Monday as I discuss what writing is and provide encouragement for aspiring writers. As always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GKJ_publishing and follow the hashtag 5Kingdoms. They should be right there on your screen. I love to interact with followers and my fan base. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out these other videos as well. Have a great weekend.